Hey folks, Randy Newberg here. Thanks for watching this episode from Season 9 of Fresh Tracks. Did you know that our Fresh Tracks Plus platform now has a free option? Yeah, if you go over there, you can watch this episode and a few others ad-free. And those of you who are paid subscribers, you already know. You can get a lot of exclusive content there. You get early access to content. You get invited to our exclusive live streams. And some of you even win an hour of FaceTime with me where we can plan your hunt. Go check out freshtracks.tv at the link below.
Check. 1, 2. I needed to renew my Rocky Mountain Foundation membership, and there was an opportunity to win a hunt with Randy. So I did it, and I completely forgot that I had entered the hunt. I got a phone call from my dad, and so I answered, and he asked me, he goes, "Do you have an email?" And I was like, "Yeah."
It's our pleasure to welcome you to Albuquerque, where the local time is 5:43.
He's like, "Well, your cousin Jake just called me and said that you won some sort of hunt and that you have to check your email." And I went through my junk mail folder that had already been emptied out, and sure enough, I had 3 emails from I think it was Chad at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. He left his phone number in one, and I called him, and he was like, "Yeah, you won a hunt with Randy Newberg."
What do you got there?
Oh, it's a little gift from Morgan.
Oh man, look at this.
My kids drew you some pictures, and my son was very specific to tell you that he did his best handwriting.
Really?
When he wrote his name. And my daughter has good handwriting anyway.
Have a spooktacular Halloween.
And they're llamas because of llamas.
His name was pulled in December of 18. Well, he called me and said, "Hey, I got some things. Is there any way I can push it a year?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." We get him applied in New Mexico. And I said, "Ty, I've been applying for this tag forever. Odds are you're not gonna draw. So we'll maybe end up in Montana or Wyoming or somewhere else." Well, his very first year, his very first choice, he draws this rifle elk tag. You came down, what time did you get here yesterday?
6:37.
6:37. He calls me. I'm on my way from Albuquerque. He says, "Hey, that camp spot you told me about? There's elk bugling all over the place." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Well, we could hardly sleep last night for all the elk bugling.
Yeah.
So this morning we got up. We're sitting here glassing from camp listening to elk bugle.
As far as the hunt goes, this has been awesome already. We've seen so many elk. We haven't even started hunting yet.
Physically, the places we're gonna go, the canyons we're gonna be in are physically tough, but the elk densities in this unit are extremely high, which is why it's such a fun place to hunt. Make a plan for this evening, go see where all the other camps and hunting pressure are, and then we'll decide from there. You're the man with the tag, so.
Sounds good.
If you say, "I want a spike," or "I want whatever," that's what we're going for.
I don't have huge expectations for a huge bull. I've never killed a bull, so anything is better than nothing. I just really want something in the freezer.
That's easy enough, man. Well, cool. I think we can handle that order. What an amazing place, huh? New Mexico. Millions, tens of millions of acres of public land. Opening morning. And yesterday morning, there were elk bugling all over here. 3 more people pulled up camp near us yesterday. And they've been messing around, so didn't hear any elk this morning. I don't know if it has to do with all that other activity, but we're going up to the top, park at the trailhead, go for a good hike, find a bull. Look at this, folks. Is this an elk hunting rig or what? Huh? A VW Atlas from California.
Got to the trailhead at dark and started hiking in.
I knew the wind would be blowing pretty hard up there, but I had no idea it'd be blowing as hard as it was. And windy. I'm not going through this stuff. The first day we went way back into this place where I've been to before and
Looked down into what he refers to as the hellhole.
I see this group of elk crossing this ridge up above us and cows and a bull, and he's bugling. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, we got him pegged. Holy smokes, that's a nice bull. They're on the move, oh man.
We decided that we would make a play on that 6 point.
You don't mind if we hike over there and kill him from the backside, do you? Okay. Would you shoot him?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a good plan.
As we're dropping off the ridge, look down and there's a string of cow elk coming right across like 100, 110 yards. Fourth cow. And way off to our left, we can hear some bugling where there must be some more elk coming. He's coming, get ready. Was that him? If he's the one you want, he'll be yours. He's going. Then there's a little raghorn with him, but first morning, I'm like, oh man, if Ty wants to shoot it, he can go right ahead, but he looked at me and I gave him I think you'd be better off to wait look. Where's the bull that was bugling? Was that him? They're just milling around. They want to come across, but they don't know what to do. There's 4 or 5 cows, a raghorn and a 5 point. And we sat there and waited, and elk are going this way, and then they're coming back. And then there's a group of elk down over here in the trees waiting to cross, and they bail off into the canyon. It's so windy that even the elk don't even know which direction to go based on what they're smelling and what they're hearing. Every elk hunt has some environmental condition that you got to deal with. This hunt, it's been the wind. Some hunt, it's rain, it might be cold, it might be whatever. Quite honestly, I don't think we missed out on anything real spectacular. All those bulls up there are bigger than these. So the rest of that day was spent working our way up around this other spot where a few years ago the elk had fed exactly out in this park. The good news is, when we were on the other side on that knob, we watched them cross that other base right over into about there. The bad news is they're already bedded, I think. And when they come out, they usually come out right in here when they come out of their bed.
We moved in position where we thought they were going to come out and feed that evening.
I'm anticipating they're going to come out, and
They never came out.
whatever it was, they decided to do something different than what I thought they'd do. It's now almost 5 o'clock. They should be up on their feet, moving in the next half hour. We spent a lot of time up here just doing Still really blowing hard up here.
Waited till nearly dark and started hiking out.
You know, I look at time like, man, I'm sorry. I was convinced we had a better than 50-50 chance that these elk were gonna feed out here, and they didn't. That's elk hunting. I woke up and come out and Ty's got the coffee already going. So the first day was just a battle of wind and the number of hunters. Day 2 being Sunday, we're gonna go to a different spot. We're gonna go to this point that goes way out and looks down in these canyons. And we've seen a lot of elk from there before. Good thing we got heavy packs or the wind might blow us away.
Yeah, it is a good thing.
And so we get out on that point and we're seeing some elk far away across on the other side, which we usually do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's just a bigger 5-point. If they bed anywhere near the top of the ridge, we either come in from there above them or come in from way down below and get above them. Dale, the camera guy, looks down, he's like, wow, an elk just stepped out and bedded right out there in the sun. We're on this ridge and he's bedded even down below us on this other ridge. There's this canyon that you really can't even go down and across. First of all, he'd see you if you didn't hurt yourself getting down there. By the time we get to an open spot where you can shoot, is only going to be about 140, 50 yards.
Like the sound of that.
You okay shooting them in a bed? Me too. So the idea is we'll go up to the head of it where all of this matchstick blowdown is. I tell the guys, you know, this is gonna be one of the most miserable treks you're ever gonna be on. And it's not very long, but it's gonna be miserable. Well, Ty, we gotta climb up 450 feet, drop some stuff at the rig, side hill about 500 yards, and then drop 800 feet in less than a quarter mile.
Right.
You're ready. That's all I wanted to hear. He's ready.
We saw that the deadfalls that we knew were there were actually, it was just matchsticked. I mean, it was one over the other, and there was really no way to navigate it efficiently at all.
Well, it was way worse than I thought it could be. I mean, it was dangerous bad. I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, if we shoot this bull and we got to pack up out of here with heavy packs and climb on top of all this stuff, someone's going to get hurt. We have gone 650 yards in 46 minutes. So I told the guys, let's get up to the crest of the ridge. If it breaks there and opens up, well, then we'll drop down and we'll just use the crest, and yeah, we'll have to gain a lot of elevation to go around this deadfall, but we are not gonna side hill around through all this deadfall.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm sorry, I just felt that we had to call that off.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Well, we got to the crest and it wasn't any better. Time to hit the reset button, plan F, G, H, something like that. I'm sure that Ty and Dale were looking at me thinking, what is this guy thinking? What did he lead us into?
We went to a glassing spot, not too far, only about a mile away from camp.
Oh, there's elk in the timber here. Oh, there's elk in the timber there. Oh, there's some elk across over here. Oh, this place has a lot of elk. It's just finding one in a location that you can get to before dark. Did you get much of a look at that bull?
Yeah. As soon as they came up, the wind hit us right in the back, like fast.
What do you think of it? And we saw this bull bedded way across, about a mile across. Well, Ty, what do you think?
Got a good plan for the morning. We're gonna come down here, walk around this side of this ridge, and get out on that bench across from where he's at. Hopefully when the sun comes up, we'll shoot him.
That bull bedded in that little open pocket just seemed like the guy. The absolute, that's the ticket right there. Ty will put the hammer on it. Hey folks, Randy Newberg here. Hope you're enjoying this episode from season 9 of Fresh Tracks. It's been out on our Fresh Tracks Plus platform since we launched last September, and now we're launching season 10 over there. No matter where you watch us, whether it's on YouTube or whether you're one of our paid subscribers, we thank you. And if you want to check out Fresh Tracks Plus, I hope you go to the link below. It'll take you to freshtracks.tv. Whether you sign up for the free version over there or you sign up for the paid version, either way, we really appreciate it.
Think about that big hang.
That's good coffee. We got up early, got set up on the bull that we had put to bed the night before, waited for the sun to come up.
Well, I don't know, it's about half hour after legal shooting light, maybe 45 minutes, and all of a sudden a rock comes rolling down past me. Well, then all of a sudden a great big rock comes rolling down and hits our camera. Like, what the? And then I hear this bugle from up on the road. I'm like, all right, there's some hunters up there rolling rocks down here, seeing if they can push the elk out of here. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing, man? We're down here, and they're like, oh no! What, that? No. We didn't get hit, but don't roll any more rocks down off this cliff. So we sat there for a while, but it became obvious that if you got people driving and parking and calling from that road up above where we're down in the canyon, no elk's gonna hang around for that.
So that kind of shortened our morning hunt, at least on that bull.
I get to looking at my map, I'm like, let's climb up on those ridges above the vehicle. Do you see a bull? Not yet. When we came up here, amongst all of the groups we saw, we heard a bugle.
Decent 5-point pushing cows, and he pushed them over the rim into the drainage that we had just been glassing the evening before.
He's going over that saddle around to the north face of where we glassed from last night. But he's making a mistake. He's bugling. If he keeps bugling, I don't care if there's truck traffic, car doors slamming, playground, whatever, we'll hear him.
So far, the hunt, it's been awesome. We've seen tons of elk. Having a ton of fun. There's been a few circumstantial things that messed things up a couple of times, but that's hunting. So it's been a great hunt so far. Good food's relative. Everything's better if you're in camp, far away from an actual kitchen and somebody knows how to cook.
Since I'm in camp, about a third of my life, a relative is good. Two cows just come out of the timber down there. I don't know if bull's with them, but if they keep feeding in there and a bull shows up, we can drop here and go down that finger ridge. You can see them all standing over there in those trees. And I thought we'd see more elk, being it was Monday. Weekend crowd is done. The unfortunate part when you stake your entire afternoon on one plan is that if that plan doesn't work out, well, it's too bad. I know that bull must have peeled off and went down in the canyon or kept trucking when they bedded or... Well, we're standing there and Dale, the camera guy, says, oh, here comes some elk up out of that bottom. Oh, there's a bull with them. Oh boy, we got to get closer. So we drop off the knob, we get closer, tie is starting to get set up. And these elk are coming up out of this draw and they're starting to arc towards us, that if they keep on that path, instead of being out there 450 yards, they're probably going to get closer to 200 to 250 yards. And as we start nudging forward, boom, thwack. I think the bull got shot. Oh, looking downhill, I think he got shot. Someone from across a canyon shoots the bull. It's like, oh, Ty, man. Just how it goes sometimes on public land. That's bad luck.
Missed opportunity for us, but sounds like somebody got themselves a bull, so that's good.
So that's how it goes sometimes, folks. This was really unlucky. There was a bull in that group of cows. And those guys, I think, saw him and got a shot at him, which was good for them, but not good for us. That's all right. We wanted to hunt another day tomorrow, didn't we, Di?
That's what we wanted.
There we go. Well, it's happening, folks. Trust me on that. You can take that to the bank. There is going to be an elk on the ground before Wednesday night. You know, you have these 5-day hunts, and the wind blows really hard for 3 days. Now you're down to 2 days left. That is just how it happens at times, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to say, all right, I got 2 days left. Here's the plan. Charging way back up the mountain again today. I think we're ahead of everybody. A bunch of trucks pulled up to the trailhead when we got there, and we just grabbed our stuff and boogied. Put on our headlamps and we start trucking up the trail. The wind is not nearly as bad as it has been. It's blowing a little bit, but it's pretty good. And all of a sudden I hear, look at the guys, I'm like, did I hear the bugle or did I hear wind? And they pointed, they're like, right up there. If that bull is anywhere near this meadow or our glassing knob, we're gonna see him. So I start easing around this little set of deadfall and spruce trees, and I look up there, and in my binos I can see really well. I'm like, ooh, there's a bull right up at the top of the meadow. I don't know if he's a 4x4 or a 5x5, but he's just up there feeding. So I know that it's low enough light that we can still maneuver a little bit across the opening in this meadow and get to the trees on the other edge. And the odds are this bull isn't gonna see us.
We were about 300 yards away at that point, and we decided that that would be a good spot to try and take a shot. Ended up having to stack my pack and Randy's pack just to get the right angle.
cow, Ty. Good shoot, buddy.
I was pumped. I'm still pumped. My first elk, and it was awesome. Talked to my wife last night, and she said, well, I haven't been saying good luck because I didn't want to jinx you. And I was like, I don't think that's a thing. And she's like, oh, okay, well, good luck then.
Ty got his first elk. He kept upbeat spirits. His attitude, the whole hunt, was absolutely exemplary. He'd tell me, I saw more elk the first day than I think I've seen in the last 5 years. So when we walked up to it, he had this smile on his face. And I'm like, well, what do you think, Ty? Like, this is good. I'm happy. I wish it would have worked out easier.
But what's that saying? Nothing worth having's easy.
There you go.
Winning this hunt has been an amazing experience. I'm super grateful that I've got the opportunity to come here and hunt with Randy.
Ty Newman is a hell of a guy. And it's just been a ton of fun to get to know him. And for me, at this point in my life, the most important parts of hunting are the people I share the time with and the places I get to explore and the landscape on which these adventures unfold.
Grateful that I have a wife back home that took care of the kids all week. This is the first time we've ever been apart for this long. I want to thank my cousin Jake. If it wasn't for him, I would have lost this hunt altogether.
Ty's attitude and his effort earned every bit of this. I hope that this is just the first of many elk for Ty Newman.